ಸ್ಮಾರ್ಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಹ್ಯಾಕಥಾನ್ 2018 ಹಮ್ಮಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲಾಯಿತು. ಹಾರ್ಡ್ವೇರ್ ಎಡಿಷನ್ ವಿಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ 4,362 ಹೊಸ ಚಿಂತನೆಗಳು ಐಡಿಯಾಸ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದು 752 ತಾಂತ್ರಿಕ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳಿಂದ 50,000ಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿದ್ದು, ಇವರ ಪೈಕಿ 106 ತಂಡಗಳು 10 ಥೀಮ್ಗಳ ಅಡಿ ಸ್ಪರ್ಧೆಗೆ ಅಂತಿಮಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದರು.
Welcome to this presentation. In this center, there are several projects, about 12 of them that are being executed. What you see behind are a set of students who are working on a set of exciting problems, also in the IoT space, Internet of Things space.
Idea is, providing a secure transport system for the petroleum tankers. To provide the secure transport of the petroleum, we have come with one idea. That idea is with only the authentication person can unlock the lock of the petrol tanker, and he can drop the petrol at the respective distributed stations with the required amount of the fuel as per given by the distributors list.
System GPS module over here, which will be sensing all the GPS locations and tracking each and every latitude and longitude and monitoring the truck anywhere. And for the authentication purpose, we are using a fingerprint sensor over here. The fingerprint sensor will be only accessible by the authentication person only at the distant location. That means even the authentication comes to open it before it reaches the location, it doesn't open. It opens only when it reaches the location and the authentication fingerprint matches. When the fingerprint matches, every petroleum will be allotted some amount of petrol to be distributed according to the will. Here we will be having a flow sensor, and this is a servo motor which we are using as a digital lock. When the fingerprint matches, the servo motor will rotate and the lock will be opened, and the petroleum will be taken out from the outlet of flow sensor. The flow sensor will measure how much flow of the petroleum is going outside or coming inside. So if we require 1000 liters, it will sense up to 1000 liters, and after 1000 liters the motor automatically rotates and it will be locked. Even if you try to open with your own fingerprint or the authentication person tries to open it, it doesn't open. It only a one-time use.
We are working on a project of safe distance monitoring system in low visibility conditions. In India, almost 30% accidents are due to these low visibility conditions. So we are planning to make a system to warn the driver what is there any obstacle in front of it, any car in front of it.
So we will be using sound sensors. There are two kind of sensors, sound sensors and light sensors. We cannot use light sensors in case of fog because light scatters in fog. So we will be using sound sensors as of now.
We are working on diversion of traffic, management of traffic using air quality index data. We came up with a pretty smart solution, and that was to have devices placed along the route which can calculate the pollution index and send this data to a cloud system. And this data can be retrieved by two kinds of audience. One would be the traffic police to make the diversions, to make the certain kind of to monitor traffic and to do various other things. And the second one would be for the users who could use the Android app which we have developed for them. So it's like an overlay, it's an extra layer of navigation system which we have provided. It can help users to take diversions from this immensely polluted areas. So that will help them stay safer.
Our project is real-time traffic management system. In our real-time traffic management system, we are using OpenCV and vehicle detection to decide the number of vehicles at an intersection. We decide the number of vehicles and then we set the traffic density at every intersection, and according to that density, we decide the wait time at the traffic signal. This reduces significant overheads when there is a high density of traffic. It also saves manpower so that a policeman doesn't have to go and set the manual timer at each intersection of the traffic lights. Now this also saves fuel cost and it also reduces pollution because the wait time at every intersection is reduced. So this is our physical realization of our solution. Here we are representing a four-way intersection. The traffic lights are here, here and here. These traffic lights are assumed to be powered by solar, and our hardware module can also be powered by these solar panels. It does not have much power requirement. Now, cameras would be mounted at an angle of 45 degrees at each area like this, and these will detect the vehicles coming from that road. Now, according to the number of vehicles, the traffic light wait time would be decided, and all the intersections would coordinate according to that. So this is our OpenCV software which would be running on control systems and the traffic control system in different cities. It detects vehicles through the live stream of these IP cameras which will be installed at different intersections. As you can see, it detects every car that is moving and puts the counter over here. Now, according to the number of these vehicles, the traffic light would be, the traffic wait time would be decided. It's very accurate and has a percentage accuracy of 99%, and it can also detect cars, bikes, trucks, and everything.
Topic is adulteration and pilferage which happens in oil tankers. So we are detecting the pilferage and adulteration which generally happens when the truck moves from source to destination. So to recover that, we are using the device which is here. You can see.
As we can see here, to detect the level of the content of the tanker, we have on level sensors or ultrasonic sensors, and to detect the opacity, we have on transmitter as a laser as a transmitter and an LDR as a receiver. So which will be determining the opacity of the content of the oil. And additionally, we also have a locking system which would be only controlled by the truck manager, not the truck driver on his will. So the truck driver cannot open or close the inlet and the outlet on his will. He will have to take permission from the truck manager. And additionally, we also have a GPS which would notify the truck manager with the location, the current location and the current speed of the truck. And this whole parameter can help the society to prevent filtrage and prevent accidents. The product is a retro kit, which is the replacement of the existing gearboxes in the petrol auto rickshaws, and it is basically an electrical one. So in this prototype, we have used a brushless DC motor, which drives this gearbox. It is a gear train setup, and as you can see here, we have developed a hybrid pinion. This is the with the help of this motor, we are driving this gearbox, which helps in the reduction of pollution. It removes pollution, and we have developed a regenerative braking system, which is there in the Delhi Metro, as it reproduces electricity by its own.
Our project is automatic ticket checking system for jetties and wharves for India-Island shipping services. We are developing a project for the Ministry of Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Our project is basically a ticket checking system for the jetties in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. We have introduced the concept of QR code tickets and an Android application and fingerprint scanner also. Our system is more secure and faster than the current system. So this is the prototype of our project. It's just a base model. This is the gate where the user enters to the boat. We have used webcam as a scanner to scan the QR codes, and the user enters through the gate, and there will be IR sensor to detect the presence of the user. The gate will be closed when the user enters.
QR code.
As we are living in this 21st century, we can see that the motorcycles which are coming to the market are lacking of sensors and security features too. The project is basically not only for the life loss, but also for the emission of the carbon harmful gases in the atmosphere. So it will check the emission of the gases as well.
We have a smart helmet. This is if the user did not wear the smart helmet, the bike will not start. We have many sensors in that will detect the user. And in safety, the second module is accident detection and emergency system. In the system will automatically detect the accident and search for the nearby hospital. It will automatically send the message to the hospital that accident has occurred, so that emergency services can be provided on time. This will help in reducing the deaths in accidents of two-wheelers. In security module, we have provided biometric locks and GPS tracking system for the vehicle.
dealer license automation system. What we are actually going to do is, in current day, the license automation, that is the driving skill of a candidate, has been checked and verified by an RTO manually. But what we are going to do is, we are going to validate a candidate's driving skill using an automated system which consists of sensors. So this is our introduction module. This setup will be kept like this, and when the bike passes through this interaction, when the bike crosses this interaction circuit, this circuit directs and the red bulb glows. He will enter from here and he will pass through this area. While he is passing through this area, the count of this sensor becomes 1. And when he passes through this area, the count of this sensor becomes 1. And once again, when again he passes through this area, the count of this sensor becomes 2. From this, we can deduct whether he ride in a correct 8 pattern or not. When the individual crosses the borders of the 8, the tire presses this circuit. So these two aluminums gets in contact with each other, and when these two gets into contact with each other, the current flowing through the lower aluminum sheet will pass through the upper aluminum sheet, and through that wire we can take the value of the current, it may be analog or digital. From this we can deduct whether the individual has crossed the borders of the 8 or not. Then our third rule is that we should track whether the individual is placing his feet on the track or not. For that purpose, we are using two sensors. One is ultrasonic sensor and the other is pressure sensor. The pressure sensor detects when the individual places his feet on the track. By using this, we can detect whether the individual places his feet on the track or not. By using these three modules, we can visualize this for an individual without in their presence, their physical presence. It removes all the paperwork that are going to happen in an audio office, and everything is going to be digitalized.
What we are doing is, we are taking up the adjustable panels. Like if a person is disabled from lower upper limb disability or lower limb disability, both of the users can easily drive this manually or electrically. The next feature is about the ergonomic handles. This ergonomic shape of handle will easily allow user to take direction and changes their way more easily. And there is also a lot of space out there so that they can easily travel with their family, friends. Else they can also make it use for, they can also make use of it by generating a small business.
So main intention of our project is, instead of manufacturing a self-driving car, we have implemented a kit that can be fitted to any car.
project. In this project, we have used the old spare parts of Maruti 800 to prove the concept that we can convert any existing car into an electric car. So we have used the old gearbox of Maruti 800 and all other parts like brake, wheel, suspension, and in this we designed the car from scratch. We used steel rods and we made it from scratch into a city vehicle.
ದಿನಗಳ ಸತತ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಹಾಗೂ ಪರಿಶ್ರಮದಿಂದ ಟೀಮ್ನ ಅದ್ಭುತ ಪರಿಕಲ್ಪನೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಕಾರ್ಯರೂಪಕ್ಕೆ ತಂದಿರುವ ಪ್ರೋಟೋಟೈಪ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಆಧಾರದ ಮೇರೆಗೆ 3 ಟೀಮ್ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿಗೆ ಭಾಜನರಾದರು.